faded carbon fiber hood and all its color. Sheesh. You ready to get started?
We're ready.
Just did a little ritual before we start doing anything.
We're all fried up.
All right, so what are we doing?
Brakes. Doing brakes on this hoe. Rotors, pads, sensors, some hardware.
You got the whole kit from?
Our one console. Pretty cheap, honestly.
Pretty good deal, huh?
Yeah. Didn't pay more than $300 for all that.
They said that we gotta uncap this right here before we start.
What?
The brake fluid reservoir.
For real?
Yeah. So that way you can push in the pistons.
No alacran now this time?
Hopefully no. You're traumatized, huh, from that one.
Oh.
This one got stung by a scorpion in my garage the last time we were working on his car.
We're doing the same thing, but on the other car. That's because when I tried to grab the wheel from the behind, I just felt something and I thought it was like a nail sticking out.
And they said, nope, it was a scorpion.
The tire,
that thing ran this way.
That shit ran, and I was like, that's what it was. Okay, we got hardware, sensor, pads, and 2 rotors.
That's the coating that needs to come off, all the oil. So these are the brake pads from R1 Concepts, and we just got back from O'Reilly's from getting this, the Extreme Temp brake lubricant. This thing handles -40 Fahrenheit to 3000 plus. This is definitely what you want, especially if you're gonna go be using some lube on the big brake kit, like the Brembo 6-pot, 4-pot. Get some of this and you'll be good. Avoid the squeaking.
Remember, guys, do this in chanclas.
Always use the poderosas. All right, so we figured it out, and we're gonna show you exactly what to do on the other side, because we spent this entire side learning it ourselves. The good thing about this car is that it has its lifting point right here. So step 1, lift car from mounting point. Keep going. You're almost there. Keep going.
Keep going. You're good. You're good. You're good.
All right, stop. Tighten it. You're good. Step 2, take off the lugs. These are a size 17. You can use the gun now to just take them all out. Damn, NASCAR. We got NASCAR over here. Okay, well that backfired on us. Okay, there we go. Step 2. Well, Pablo wrestles with that. We're gonna go ahead and start to loosen up these T40 screws right here to loosen up the pads.
First step, get our triple-8.
Number 1 step, get single turbo. How big is your single turbo?
67.
God damn.
Gary GTW.
So step 3 is gonna be to loosen up these T40s right here. You guys can also loosen it from the back to make it a little bit easier, but I recommend just popping in the back pad in first, and then the front since these are loose. Step number 4 is gonna be to loosen these right here. These are the bracket bolts to take off the entire caliper. You're gonna need a 10mm Allen. Just boop. So we're gonna do what we did on the other side.
I wasn't even recording it.
Oh yeah, you weren't looking, huh?
Yeah, well, I was looking at you.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get the jack handle, put it all the way in.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And just like slowly like bob it down. Yeah, like let it breathe. Once you get these loose and off, you'll be able to take off the caliper, and the brake pads, and the retainer clip. So once you take off the caliper, the sensor's gonna be hooked up to right here. You just pull it off. You just grab it and you just yank it off and it comes right off. Step 5, replace the sensor. If you're gonna replace the sensor, then you gotta route it all the way through here. Step 6 is gonna be to loosen up this thing right here for the rotor. You can see once it gets loose, it comes right off. Yeah. Before we put on our new rotor, we gotta clean it down with some brake cleaner to clean off that oil coating that it has. Once again, we ordered these from R1 Concepts. Really good brake company. They make some really good parts and cheap too. Yeah, they're very budget friendly.
Cheap, but like
budget friendly.
They're fair price.
Best bang for the buck. There you go. Give us a quick. So step 6, put on the new rotor. Make sure you clean it with brake cleaner before you put it on. Then we're on to step 7, which is resetting the pistons and putting in the brake pads and hooking up the sensor. Once you get the pads in, the retainer in, and the sensor plugged in, you should be good to go. New brakes, who dis? Port injection, who dis? We'll give you guys An update, a review on these brakes for this car once he breaks them in, tries them out, sees how they do through a couple heat cycles. We'll update you guys soon. Step 9, put the tire back on, make sure everything's good to go. Step 10 is to close the reservoir. And step number 10, number 11, number 12 is to just put all the cars back where they were. Clean up after a job well done. Clean up after a job well struggled.